So yesterday was in fact the perfect test and the perfect confirmation for Shiba Inu. And you might be wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Price dropped yesterday, blah, 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 right? And people keep missing that these things are happening because this is the stuff that is exactly what you need for pumps to take place. And we got that yesterday in terms of SHIB. There's actually a few things that we need to talk about in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So just looking at Shiba Inu currently, all right, we're still sitting around this 40188 level, trying to determine our direction for the day. US money's about to wake up, so we'll see what the overwhelming sentiment is for the market for the rest of the day. But what's interesting is that in terms of SHIB, we actually have bullish divergence playing out on the chart. This is something that most people that don't do TA, they're not familiar with. So you can actually see these lows dropping here, but you can actually see the RSI slightly setting higher lows. This is actually a bullish sign. This could be a bullish reversal in terms of price. I'm not ready to say, oh yeah, this is going to happen for sure, 100%. I never say that anyways, because this isn't financial advice, but understand this is what is taking place on the charts. And the reason why we're seeing this is that we actually have an extreme sense of conviction when it comes to holders. And what I mean by that is let's take a look across meme coins over the last 24 hours and the last 7 days. What do we see here? We actually see that Shiba Inu is actually holding up the best over the last 7 days. And this, again, isn't to brag because it's red, right? That sucks. But we compare it even to, Doge. We compare it to Pepe, Bonk, Floki, whatever it may be, right? Shiba Inu is actually showing the most resilience and conviction out of these assets, right? Now, obviously, the last 24 hours, obviously, Trump meme coined, that did surge and do 8%, Doge up 3%. But, amongst most of these other blue chips here, SHIB is having one of the better days, one of the better bounce backs. So that is a very good sign as well. But let's look at even some further things about what is going on here. We look at Shiba Inu holders. What's taking place? Well, holders actually rose over the last few days. So what you're seeing now is a lot more conviction, a lot more resilience, people realizing the discounts when they're there. This is whales and retail included. We dealt with some retail capitulation, but yet we're again setting a new all-time high in terms of holders. And it is this steady march forward that eventually creates this inflection point where price starts to move to the upside. Now, obviously there's no guarantees. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We could have a further movement to the downside, right? But then there comes a moment where you don't. And we've seen this play out many times in the charts, right? Excuse me. Times just as you think that we're going to keep going down, actually very similarly to back here, right? Look at this. Wick down, consolidation, drop, wick down, and then we started sideways and then we moved up, right? Actually kind of very similar to back here. But you guys get the point, right? We're seeing people buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. And this is where that long-term mindset and holder conviction comes in. And what's interesting about this as well is Shiba Inu is the 17th largest asset in crypto, right? But yet it is the, 13th most talked about asset in crypto. So right now, there is actually larger optics and discussions about Shiba Inu than what the market cap suggests. That's a very good sign. All right. Now, that being said, I talked about this a little while ago, and this was this, Pepe versus SHIB. And again, I don't like to pit two communities against each other. But what we're actually seeing is a little bit more of cementing of these positions in the charts. And why I'm saying that is right now, Shiba Inu has again gotten to about a $6 billion market cap difference between Pepe. Obviously, Pepe still has a lot higher volume than SHIB, but there's a reason why. And this is something I specifically talked about at that time. Pepe whales have been selling off. All right. So there was actually over 1.1 trillion Pepe coins sold by these whales. And again, this is a typical life cycle that you go through in terms of an asset. You do go through large profit taking when you have a higher degree of centralization. You will see this affect the charts more. And what's interesting is that for Shiba Inu, we have had this now 4 years where Shiba Inu has been able to become one of the most decentralized meme coins, where you've seen this great distribution of assets. For example, excuse me, I'm dealing with some congestion, guys. So for example, what I talked about earlier today was during this same period of time, we have seen whales adding and adding and adding and buying and buying and buying and holding versus whales and Pepe selling. these are the signs that people need to pay attention to, because this is what precedes pumps. This is why I talk about fundamentals. This is why I do things different than other channels in the space, is because I want to be ahead of these moves. All right. And sometimes that means that we face a little bit of downside before it takes place. Understand that I am still incredibly bullish. I still think that this massive blowout is coming. I think SHIB, again, still sometime in the near term is going to be up, setting new highs. But understand that it takes time to play out too. We have to be patient while the market goes through its ebbs and flows. We are about to hit some of the most exciting times in crypto, some of the biggest times of adoption, and Shiba Inu is showing you all the signs that you need to see behind the scenes. The last thing to move is always price. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Actually, I forgot to show you guys in my earlier video. I do have those long positions still open. Obviously, my one on BTCC, I opened that one up a little later. That one's up about 13%. I do have a Margex position open as well. That one is up 63%. I have another one that's open up like 80%. And again, if you guys do want to, trade on leverage, if you guys want to check out these platforms, there are links in the description below. Again, you can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. There's no KYC with BTCC. You can actually earn a 10% deposit on your first time deposit, or 10% bonus on your first time deposit, about $500. So feel free to check those out if you guys would like. I'm very excited. I love what we're seeing on a fundamental standpoint. The last thing to move is always price. Be patient, let it happen, because guys, good times in the crypto market are ahead. So have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.